Hey there, horror fans! Have you ever wondered if there are places in this world that simply defy explanation? Today I'm diving into one of those spine-chilling legends that has kept people up at night for decades. Blackwood Forest. Is it really haunted? Let's find out. Blackwood Forest, nestled deep in the heart of rural New England, is notorious for its eerie atmosphere and unexplained occurrences. The forest, spanning over 10,000 acres, has been the subject of countless ghost stories and urban legends, but none as terrifying as the tale of the Blackwood Witch. According to local folklore, the Blackwood Witch was a reclusive woman named Eliza Blackwood who lived in a small cabin at the forest's edge in the early 1800s. Accused of practicing dark magic, she was eventually hunted by the townsfolk, who burned her alive. Her dying curse supposedly doomed the forest, making it a hotspot for paranormal activity. Locals have reported hearing whispers carried by the wind, seeing ghostly apparitions, and even feeling an invisible presence following them. One of the most chilling accounts comes from a hiker named Tom. He claims he saw a shadowy figure standing between the trees, watching him. When he tried to approach it, the figure vanished, leaving behind nothing but an eerie silence. Not convinced yet? Let's talk about the disappearances. Over the past 50 years, more than a dozen people have vanished without a trace in Blackwood Forest. Most were experienced hikers who knew the area well. Their bodies were never found, but their belongings, often eerily intact, were discovered deep within the woods, sometimes arranged in peculiar patterns. Then there's the infamous Blackwood Cabin. This dilapidated structure is said to be the very cabin where Eliza Blackwood lived and died. Visitors have reported seeing strange symbols etched into the walls and hearing unexplainable noises, like faint chanting or the sound of something scratching from within the walls. In the late 1990s, a group of paranormal investigators decided to spend a night in the Blackwood Cabin. Armed with cameras and recording devices, they hoped to capture evidence of the supernatural. What they found was far more than they bargained for. Footage from that night shows objects moving on their own, doors slamming shut, and an indistinct but chilling voice whispering, "Leave." One of the investigators, Sarah, described feeling an intense cold around her, unlike anything she'd ever experienced. She also mentioned feeling a hand on her shoulder, though no one was near her at the time. The team left the cabin at dawn, shaken but convinced of the forest's haunting. So is Blackwood Forest really haunted? The evidence is compelling, but ultimately, the truth remains elusive. Whether you believe in ghosts and curses or not, one thing is certain. Blackwood Forest is a place that gets under your skin, a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. As Halloween approaches and the nights grow longer, perhaps you'll find yourself drawn to the mystery of Blackwood Forest. But be warned, if you decide to explore its dark depths, you might just encounter something that can't be explained away. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe. If you dare.